House of Hill. It is so good to see you. It is so good to catch up with you. You guys, I know we are all still in holiday mode. We are all still in that time where time feels like it doesn't exist between Christmas and New Year's. But because I haven't seen y'all in 2 weeks, which is the longest I think we've ever gone without a happy hour hang, but because it's been so long, I was like, you know what? We need one more happy hour hang before the new year, before it's 2025. It just feels right. So I am so happy that I'm able to be sitting here with you guys and catching up with you guys. I see the chat is already going off. Marie is in here, Maria, Jessica, George is in here as well. We also have Jessica Rockrun as well. Let's see, Ashley, Jonna, Robert is here, Melissa is here, Danny, Patty, Tabitha, hello, Layla, Brittany. You guys, how is everyone? Care Bear Gratitude just popped in, Alicia, Sherilyn. I am so excited to see you guys. So happy that y'all are here. Hi, Miss Jackie X. Hi, Lorraine. Hello. Kelly, we are so happy to see you. I have missed you so freaking much. Christy is here as well. Karen, you guys, if you are here, hi, Kiara, and you have not given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. You know that YouTube notifications are always finicky, and I know that there are a lot of people who probably did not see the community post about today's happy hour hang. So if you have not given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. That way it helps YouTube know that people are watching, people are listening, people are engaging. And those who haven't gotten their YouTube notification will hopefully get it so they can tune in to this happy hour hang, our one that we are back. Jessica said, been dying for some Madison tea time. Y'all, I have never taken 2 weeks off of a happy hour hang, and it really felt so long. I see Tammy is in here as well. Jennifer is here. I'm so happy to be back. So happy to be chatting with you guys. If you are a House of Hill member, I am so thankful for our House of Hill group chat because I was able to stay in contact with y'all the whole time. Let this be a reminder that if you've been considering joining the membership, definitely start off 2025 as a House of Hill member. You will not regret it. You get access to a members only live every Tuesday. You get access to an exclusive members only video every Friday. And you also get access to our House of Hill group chat, which is truly chef's kiss, the best thing ever. I also want to shout out Cookie Leone. Hi, Maddie. First time I'm joining the live. I'm so happy that you were able to join the live. Yay. I always love hearing when it's anyone's first time able to join. Dave is here as well. Hello, Dave. I'm so happy that you were able to make it. Terry is here. Kate is here. You guys, how was everyone's holiday? Let me know in the chat right now. I hope everyone had an amazing holiday. Ours was obviously very fun. You know that I was away. We were in Germany, and then we did Paris, and then we did Annecy. I've heard it pronounced multiple different ways, even when we were over in France. And it truly was a once-in-a-lifetime trip. Really. It was so incredibly fun. You can actually probably hear in my voice, jet lag is kicking my tush. I do feel like I've got a little sniffles. But you know what? It doesn't matter because we're sitting here, we're powering through. It's going to be fun. We're going to get into some stuff. Dave said, I'm getting a new daughter. Oh my gosh, Dave. Wait, that's amazing. Congratulations. I'm so happy that your family is growing. Cass! Oh my God, Cass, I've been thinking about you. I'm so happy to see you in the chat. I hope everyone is enjoying your holiday. My oldest had surgery last Monday and my youngest had RSV. Oh my gosh. So between getting ready for Christmas and then all the things happening with the kids, I just couldn't make it here with y'all. Can't stay, but love y'all. Cass, we love you so much. I'm so happy to see you pop in here. So happy to see your name pop in the chat. Sending so much love to you, your family, and your boys. I hope that everyone gets healthy and brings in 2025 healthy. And I am just so excited to see you. Thank you so much for always being such an integral part of the House of Hill community. We love you. Jelena just popped in as well. Jelena is also vacationing, starting 2025 off on a very exciting note. Jelena, I hope you made it safely. Dave said, my son is getting married, hence my MIA. Dave, very much worth the MIA. That is so exciting. I'm so excited for you that you are going to start 2025 off with a daughter-in-law. Y'all, 2025 is really going to be the year of love. I personally have 5 weddings that I will be attending in 2025. Dave is getting a new daughter-in-law. Like, I just already feel as though 2025 is the year of love, which is so exciting. Don't we just love, honestly, we love here in the House of Hill, but I feel like that has to be a good omen for the new year. I can't already believe that it's literally 2025. Like, how is that possible? Cookie said, do you not know Empire? That's where I got my nickname from. Oh, pronounced lion. I watched Empire when it first started, but only a couple episodes. So that is my bad, Cookie, but I'm so happy that you are here, and thank you for correcting me. You know I always want to be corrected on how to make sure I'm pronouncing everyone's names correct. So thank you. Cass, we love you. Jennifer said you need to visit the UK, especially Liverpool. Jennifer, I have been to the UK. I've only been to London, but I want to go back and I want to explore. I want to do Cotswolds and Surrey. Also Manchester as well. But I definitely want to go back to the UK. I feel like this trip just once again kind of gave me that travel bug. Again, this is the first time I've ever been away this long, which was a little stressful, but once I was there, I was like, okay, European Madison has no anxiety, no stress. I didn't know what day it was. Like, it really was so much fun. The food was absolutely amazing. It is such a huge difference, the food quality abroad versus here in the United States. Y'all know I always talk to you about my tummy troubles and all of the things. Did not have an issue one time, and ate the absolute most delicious things. Also too, we went with a group of 17, which I know a lot of people thought was crazy, because we went with some of our family that's in Texas as well. So it was kind of a joint family trip, because my cousin and her wife live in Germany. That was the whole reason why we started on this endeavor in the first place. So we did travel with a group of 17. And I just want to say, for anyone who thinks you can't do Europe in a big group, you can. We thankfully were totally fine. We experienced lovely service. Everyone was super kind to us. Even getting on the trains, yes, it was like a moment of stress, but we were able to do it. I just want to put that out there because I feel like a lot of people were definitely telling me to like pack my patience and saying that we might not experience the nicest people and that we were everyone was really preparing me for kind of a mixed bag of a time. And I want to say we had no issues, and we honestly came in contact with so many lovely people. I think if anything, we provided entertainment for some of the Parisians, especially. I feel like at some of the restaurants we were at, people were staring at us, but not in a rude way, just because they would tell us, they were like, we are entertained that a family this large is traveling together and you guys are having fun. And we were like, yes, we actually all do enjoy one another's company. So it was really fun to be able to experience that with our Texas family. You guys know the Eiffel Tower was on my vision board this year, so to be able to kind of see that vision board moment come to life, I really haven't experienced something like that before. That was really special and cool. My favorite thing that I ate, Marie, oh God, you guys, I ate a croissant every single day for 2 weeks. I also ate a baguette sandwich pretty much every day. But my favorite thing that I ate, oh gosh, that is so, oh, actually I know. It was a cheese, which I know y'all are gonna be like, Madison, of course, but I had the best cheeseburger of my life, you guys. It was at this place called Chez Pardel. It was a tiny little cafe bistro that was around the corner from our hotel. It was the best cheeseburger I've ever had in my life. It was the grilled onions, the sauce, the meat quality was incredible, the cheese, the bun, the fries were amazing. And then also they instead of giving you ketchup, they gave this like mayo Dijon combination. Y'all, I'm trying to figure out if I can get that mayo Dijon combo on Amazon. because it was amazing, and it was actually one of the least expensive meals that we had. I saw someone say, are their foods more or less expensive? We experienced less expensive. Granted, we also live in LA, so everything here is really expensive. But compared to LA, I feel like it was more affordable, in my opinion, at least. Also, Joy popped in here as well. I wanted to make sure I said hi to Joy. Hello, hello. Also, Cass, thank you for this reminder. Cass said, in prayers to everyone going through this holiday without a loved one. It's been hard for me, so I imagine it's hard for you as well. Sending love and prayers. Cass, sending you all the love and hugs. That's why you were on my mind this holiday season. But absolutely, I know this holiday was not the same for a lot of people, my family included. Yes, we were traveling and that was amazing, but y'all know we lost somebody very, very important to us at the beginning of this year. And it was especially felt around this time because we're coming up on the 1 year anniversary. So Cass, 1,000,000% prayers to everyone who this holiday season was not the same because somebody was not here with us. And I just want you to know that I am sending you all of the love and hugs. So much love and hugs. Reggie, it's because the food quality is so much better. I would not consider myself skinny, but the food quality is better. So even though I was eating more, I didn't feel icky, I guess. And also too, y'all, we walked so much, especially in Germany and Paris. Once we got to where we spent Christmas, we did a lot of relaxing, a lot of movies, a lot of just like sitting and snacking, which is what we particularly love to do with this family. But we walked so much. I think the one day that we walked the most, we walked 17,000 steps. It was a lot. We walked a ton. We did some museum. Also, if you guys are bored about hearing about this, just let me know. We are going to get into the tea, but I wanted to catch up with you guys too. We also did a couple museums. We did the Musée d'Orsay. We also did the Dior Gallery, which was my personal favorite. Christian Dior lived a really, really fascinating life. And also just a little reminder to everyone, Christian Dior didn't start designing until he was 30. So just a little reminder for all of us who maybe get anxiety about timelines. Hi, y'all know that's me. Just a good reminder that truly age means nothing. Age means nothing. You can get started doing whatever you want at any age and reach success. So I just loved learning about his life, his career, and the fact that the gallery is actually in his original design space. Crazy. It was really, really cool. I also see you guys talking about the Christmas market attack. Shayla, hi. So thankfully, that was not a Christmas market that we attended, but it was, I think it was a day after we left Germany. Incredibly heartbreaking, incredibly sad. My heart obviously goes out to any family, friend, person that was affected by that attack. Absolutely disgusting, absolutely horrific, and those are such a place of joy and fun and Christmas spirit, and it kills me that people attended one of those markets and were met with such atrocity, and it's so upsetting. But thankfully we were okay, but absolutely my heart goes out to anyone who was affected by that because it definitely hit us in the gut. It felt very close to home, obviously. Natalie said, Madison, I'm finally catching the live in a while. Yes, I wanted to share. I'm getting my master's degree from this January, and that kept me busy. Love you. Natalie, never apologize for getting a master's and for doing what you need to do. I am so proud of you. I'm so happy that you're able to tune into this live, and that is absolutely incredible. We are so proud of you here in the House of Hill, Natalie. That is absolutely amazing. Kimby said, my uncle went to med school in his late 60s and became a doctor in his 70s. I love that. I absolutely love that. Also, Jelena said, my friend who visited Europe said the same thing. She got over 10. Oh my, it was so much walking, which is also why I feel like you can eat a lot and don't feel as much of the effects because you are walking literally everywhere. Oh, also too, we were able to go into Notre Dame. Now that it's been renovated, they just opened it like 2 weeks before we got to Paris. So that was really special to experience, actually going inside, and my family stayed for Mass. So we did Mass inside Notre Dame to take communion at Notre Dame as somebody who was raised Catholic. Was incredibly, incredibly special. Felt like a very much once in a lifetime, never in my wildest dreams did I think I would experience that. It was really, really cool, very, very spiritual. It was honestly insane. It was absolutely, absolutely insane. Jessica, when I go back, because I will go back to Paris, y'all, I really loved it. I was like, I think I could live here for a little bit. Like, I think I could live a month in Paris and be totally fine and happy. But when I go back, I definitely want to go do a catacombs tour. Even though that scares me, I want to do it. And yes, Dave, thank you as well. President Carter is finally at peace. Keep his family in your prayers. Dave, absolutely. Former President Carter passed away at the age of 100. Insane. But yes, so happy that he is at peace, and our prayers and positive vibes go to his family and friends as well. Jewel said, that's amazing. We were there a few years ago. Mass is a whole nother level. It really, really is. It was all the chills, all the things. It was really incredible. But overall, I'll wrap this up. I know people are like here for the tea, not for the trip recap. But it was so much fun. We had a great time, and I'm so happy to be back. Like I said, obviously I'm a little nasally, those long flights, y'all. I did not prepare and take my vitamins enough. They do get to you, but totally obviously worth it to go and experience all of that. It was really, really, really incredible. Once in a lifetime experience. And I think, again, it just reinvigorated my desire to want to travel more. I think I always get so much anxiety before these big trips that I sometimes lose sight of how much I love traveling once I'm there. It's also, I don't know about anyone else, but I feel like my travel anxiety is just like the buildup, because once I'm on the plane, I'm like, c'est la vie. We're going to our destination. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. And once I am in that travel mode, I'm like not worried about a darn thing. But for some reason for me, it's just the buildup. So I'm going to try to really remind myself that don't let that buildup get to you. It's going to be fine. We're Gucci. RG, I know I am taking a long time talking about everything else. You are totally, totally warranted to not be down for this, but it has been a minute since I've caught up with the House of Hill. It's been 2 weeks. So we're going to go ahead and get into the tea and get into all of that. But here, RG, we always do a little catch up before we get into the tea. And that's just how we do things around here. And this one's just a little bit longer since it has been 2 weeks away. But we are going to go ahead and get into this tea, you guys. We're going to talk about Liam Payne. We're going to talk about Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively, Ariana and Ethan. We're going to talk about Justin Bieber, Selena and Benny, Taylor and Travis. So let's go ahead and get into it. These are Papa Hill's guitars, not mine. I'm at Mama and Papa Hill's house until the new year, just because that's normally what we do. We always are together until past New Year's, but yes. So I do not play those guitars. Those are Papa Hill's. Let's see. Also, Amy Poole just popped in. Francine is here as well. Hello, hello. Christy, Gigi, Happy New Year. Okay, you guys. So kicking things off, talking about Liam Payne. So 5 people have now officially been charged in regards to Liam Payne's passing. This is according to outlets in Argentina. The hotel manager, the hotel receptionist, and Liam's friend, Roger Norris, are being charged with manslaughter. Then, in addition to those 3 people, a waiter from the hotel and another hotel employee are being charged with supplying these substances to Liam. Now, under Argentina's legal system, prosecutors are now going to gather evidence and present it to a judge who then decides if this should go to trial. So that's how it kind of works over in Argentina. Once the judge makes a decision, the defendant's lawyers get a chance to appeal that decision, okay? And if the appeals are not successful, then the trial will begin. So the hotel manager, the receptionist, and the friend could face anywhere from 1 to 5 years because the judge has already said that they don't believe they planned any of this. They just believe that their actions created a risk to Liam's life. However, the two that are accused of supplying the substances to Liam, they face anywhere from 4 to 15 years in jail. So they have a little more possibility of severe consequences, but they are moving forward with holding, as of right now, 5 people accountable: the hotel manager, a receptionist, one of Liam's friends, a waiter from the hotel, and another hotel employee. So we obviously will see what happens. Like I said, now prosecutors will present their evidence to a judge will weigh in, and then we'll see whether or not a trial takes place. In my personal opinion, I think a trial is imminent. I think Argentinian officials want to make sure they set an example and that this does not happen again. But of course, I'll keep y'all updated, and we will see what ultimately happens. Anna said, hello from Norway, my first time catching a live. What are we talking about? Anna, I'm catching you up on Liam Payne and the fact that 5 people have been charged in his passing. We're going to get into some other things as well. We're going to talk about Ariana Grande and Ethan, Slater, Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively, Justin Bieber, Selena, Taylor and Travis. Frankie Tam said, I really wish young actors would stay away from substances. So many have gone that way. You know, I think getting fame young and early on, it does sometimes sadly make people susceptible to certain things, which is just so unfortunate and so incredibly sad. But as far as Liam is concerned, I hope this helps his family find closure and peace. I do think there were some things that probably could have happened to prevent the accident that happened with Liam Payne. And like I said, clearly Argentinian officials feel the same way, and they are taking actions to hold people accountable. So we will see what happens. Like I said, I'll keep y'all updated. We're going to continue to send our prayers, positive vibes, love and hugs to Liam's family, friends, and fans, because this still feels so surreal. But like I said, hopefully this will definitely help Liam's family start to find some closure. You guys, if you are here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. We're going to go ahead and move on and get into this Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater tea. So we have a new report from Us Weekly where a source shared that Ariana and Ethan Slater are only stronger after the Wicked press tour, okay? The source said that Ariana is, quote, over the moon about Ethan. This insider said that they have so much in common, which is something Ariana has never had with her past relationships. This insider said that Ari and Ethan are, quote, still in their honeymoon phase, inseparable, and living in bliss. I'm just laughing at Tabitha said, still weird. And Giovanna said, major eye roll. A second source then went on to say that Ariana and Ethan's relationship is a, quote, new dynamic for her. And as far as their future is concerned, this insider said, quote, Ariana is not rushing to get married again. She feels she is content with how things are now, and it's a really healthy situation. Ariana used to move quickly in relationships and has learned to slow down. What do we think? Marie said, Madison, did you see Lily J's article? I do remember seeing a little snippet of it. I really did disconnect while I was away, you guys, but I was keeping up with certain things. I did see that Lily J, didn't she talk about how the whole press of it all when they were separating was insane? I feel like now she said they're in a better place, but there was still that animosity when all of it went public, correct? Something along those lines. Y'all know, I mean, I'm happy that Lily and Ethan are obviously on better terms now. Angelina said, I thought Lily J's article was so insightful, almost if she had to apologize to future patients. Oh, interesting. You got to read her essay. It gives a lot of details. Okay, I'll definitely look into it more for sure. Like I said, I saw a few little snippets here and there. Jessica said there were also rumors Ari and Ethan are only still together because of the chaos they caused, which y'all know I have said since the beginning, regardless of how they are in private, I feel like they will publicly stay together until Wicked 2 is done. Because I do think their relationship and the fallout of that did cause so much chaos that the studio was probably a little bit worried of how Wicked would do. So at this point, I feel like regardless of what's going on with them, they will be together until Wicked 2 is out, the press tour is done, and so on and so forth. Now, like I have also said from the beginning, I hope that Ari and Ethan do stay together because I hope that all of this chaos that they did cause was worth it. I hope if you are going to blow up a lot of people's lives, it's because you are soulmates, you are meant to be, and you are spending your lives together. Lily J, I just saw someone say her practice was affected. Again, Lily J's life completely got flipped upside down. Okay, let's not beat around the bush. Her life got completely flipped upside down. She had a young child. She was with her high school sweetheart. She obviously had a very successful practice that was impacted. Her life was flipped upside down, turned around, literally put into a martini shaker and shaken up. So, because all of that happened to her, I hope that Ari and Ethan stay together, that this relationship really is different, that they remain in this honeymoon phase, and yada, 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 because I want it to be worth it. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see if it actually is. I don't know if it actually is. I am happy to hear that Ariana is taking things slow because I do think she has a habit in the past of going 0 to 100 in relationships, and that's why they might possibly not have worked out. But we shall see. We shall see. I think really what is going to highlight a lot about Ari and Ethan's relationship is what happens to them after Wicked 2. After part 2 is out, then we'll really get to see what is going on with Ariana and Ethan Slater. Just my own opinion, just my own 2 cents. I'm still not fully bought in to these two, even though we keep hearing overly positive things, but still not fully bought into it. Angelina said, Ariana is going to be the Elizabeth Taylor of our generation. I can feel it in my bones. Ooh, okay, interesting, Angelina. For those of you who don't know, Elizabeth Taylor had several marriages, and was often criticized for how many marriages she had. But she did have a lot of marriages. She did go 0 to 100 with a lot of people. But again, this source is saying, Ari's not looking to get married right now. So we'll see. Hopefully she keeps it together. Cass said, what character does Ethan play? I think he plays Bob. No, he doesn't. Hold on. Let me double check because I have not seen Wicked yet, you guys. Yeah, he plays Bach. Okay, that's what I was like. I think he plays Bach, but I wanted to confirm before I just said that with my whole chest. But he plays Bach. So yes, I wanted to make sure before I said it completely. I know I need to see Wicked. I love musicals. I love Wicked. I saw the original on Broadway. I just have not had time to see the movie yet. Tabitha said, I'm going to be honest, I probably won't ever see Wicked. I love the honesty. Joy said, Madison, they will be engaged next week. Come on now. Joy, if that happens, we might have to call Ari out just a skosh. You know what I mean? We might have to call her out just a skosh. Betty said, is he a Betty? Is he a munchkin? That made me giggle. That made me LOL. He will forever be SpongeBob to a lot of people, for sure. He will forever be SpongeBob to a lot of people. Again, y'all know these two, I hope it's worth it. I hope it's worth it. Kim said, I'm with you, Tabitha. Also, hi, Kim. Hello. And Robert said, Frankie's twin. I will never unsee that meme. I will never unsee that meme. Girl That Loves Pink said that movie was really good despite the drama. I really enjoyed it. A lot of people have given it rave reviews. I mean, it's the highest grossing musical. I saw an infographic the other day, like where it compares to other musicals that have been released, and it broke Grease's record, Mamma Mia's record. It is the highest grossing movie musical of all time. So it has to be that way for a reason. You know what I mean? I do want to see it. I do want to see it. Mama Hill is boycotting it because she's boycotting Ariana Grande's behavior. But I still want to give it a view because I'm curious and I love it. Even though some of my favorite songs are in part 2 of Wicked, but C'est la vie. We'll have to wait for that as well. Okay, let's go ahead and move on and get into this tea about Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. Honestly, I'm dying. Betty said, I'm with Mama Hill. Dave said, I stand with Mama Hill. Also, Angelina, we have a new member. Oh my God, I'm so happy, Angelina, that you are going to start off 2025 as a member of the House of Hill. This is so exciting. After we get done with this live, make sure you go to the community tab and I will update the invite link so that way you can get into our group chat on Discord. And make sure you also tune in. We will have a members only live tomorrow at noon Pacific Standard Time. I know it's New Year's Eve. I know it's technically a holiday, but we're still gonna have at least a short live for tomorrow's members only. So Angelina, make sure you tune into your first members only live tomorrow at noon. I'm so happy to have you. Hi, Alexandra. My time in Germany was amazing. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. Okay, guys. So probably the biggest thing that did happen while I was away was Blake Lively filing this complaint, this civil rights complaint. It is not a lawsuit yet. That I feel like is a big misconception out there. It's starting off as a complaint with a lawsuit likely to follow. But Blake Lively filed this bombshell complaint against Justin Baldoni, claiming that he was inappropriate towards her while they were filming It Ends With Us. She made a series of allegations that he would walk into her dressing room while she was unclothed, that he made comments about her weight. He made comments about her deceased father. He talked about having an addiction to adult films. She said that he would do things during intimate scenes that they did not both approve of or consent to. And then she also accused him of running a smear campaign in an effort to try to ruin her reputation. There were texts and emails that were exposed between Justin and a PR crisis manager that did not paint Justin Baldoni in the best light. That was the big bombshell so far. You guys know, up until this complaint, I felt like the internet was predominantly on Justin Baldoni's side when it came to the Justin versus Blake Lively situation. But ever since this information went public, the tides have turned, with a lot of people throwing their support behind Blake Lively. All of her co-stars of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, her co-stars from It Ends With Us, Colleen Hoover, Sony. Justin Baldoni was dropped by his management company. It's really had a lot of fallout. Now, the fresh tea today, you guys, is that Justin Baldoni is preparing to file his own. We don't know if it's going to be a lawsuit. We don't know if it's going to be his own civil rights complaint. But he is preparing to file something that is going to, quote, expose Blake Lively, okay? This is a new exclusive report from People Magazine where his lawyer was giving a lot of, almost, I don't want to say threats, but his lawyer was kind of letting it be known that they're going to drop some truth bombs here in the next couple of days. His lawyer said that this is going to, quote, expose those who believe themselves untouchable. He did not, again, say whether it's going to be a countersuit or not. He just said it's a, quote, deliberate pursuit of truth. Justin's lawyer said his filing will expose falsities in Blake's complaint, specifically a series of texts that allegedly showed Justin communicating with the PR executive, planning to destroy Blake's reputation. His lawyer is saying they have evidence to show that those texts were falsified, that they were taken out of context. His lawyer is going, it sounds like the lawyer is going to go after the New York Times, because the New York Times were also the ones to kind of put all this out there and expose the texts and the emails and package them in a way that definitely painted Justin in a bad light. The lawyer, who is a household Hollywood attorney, said in over 3 decades of legal practice, he has never witnessed such unethical behavior fueled by those who abuse their power and manipulate the truth. His statement ended saying, quote, "The truth will not only come to light, it will dismantle the illusions propped up by those who believe themselves untouchable." One more time. The truth will not only come to light, it will dismantle the illusions propped up by those who believe themselves untouchable. Y'all, this situation is insane, and I don't know what to think or believe. I also saw Simple Flamingo just popped in. Also, Hannah just popped in. Here's the thing. If Justin Baldoni did what Blake Lively is accusing him of, then yes, he obviously needs to be held accountable. If he did do all of those inappropriate things while he was on set, he needs to be held accountable. Those things that she accused him of are absolutely 1000% not okay. I also want to point out something that kind of stuck out with me is that according to Blake's complaint, there were 2 meetings between Sony and Justin Baldoni about his behavior on set while they were filming, which tells me there were some questionable things going on. Whether or not what Blake is saying is true or not, there obviously was issues on set, which we knew. Again, if he did do what she accused him of, that's disgusting. He needs to be held accountable. I also think that would make him one of the most manipulative celebrities to come before our eyes, right? Because he has a podcast about being an emotionally available and aware male. And just, I don't know, the way he talked about the movie and the way he talked about DV and the way he talked about victims, if he was really doing all of these horrible things behind the scenes while being a completely different person to our face, that would be crazy. That would be a really, really hard pill to swallow, right? However, if what his lawyer is saying is true and is saying we have receipts that are going to blow Blake's receipts out of the water, truth is going to prevail, it's going to dismantle the illusions propped up by those who believe themselves untouchable, then I think before we fully pass judgment on Justin Baldoni, we need to see what evidence and receipts his legal team is going to come up with. I don't feel comfortable to be in a place to say 1000% one way or the other. I want to see what his team comes up with, honestly. It just is, it is mind-boggling. It's insane. I don't even know how they got to this point. You guys know initially I said I thought it was a battle of the egos, but clearly it's beyond an ego battle, because clearly there are some very serious things that happened. Tammy said, I don't really like Justin. I think he did a lot of these things, but I saw one of the interviews Blake did. She was awful to the interviewer. And Cass said, agreed. So that's also where I'm kind of confused about her accusation in regards to them trying to ruin her reputation. Because regardless, those old interviews were already out there. Like, her behavior was already out there. It might not just have been what people were talking about, but nobody made up those interviews. Nobody edited those old interviews to make look bad. Those were all really Blake Lively. Those were all her real responses. And that really did happen. So yes, is it unfortunate that people were dredging those back up and using those as examples to point out her mean girl behavior in a time now where social media is more prevalent than it ever was before? Sure. But I am confused on the ruining of the reputation aspect, only because all of those things were already out there. Maybe bots were paid to dredge them back up, I don't know. But if the content was never there, they wouldn't have really had a leg to stand on in regards to that aspect. Now, in regards to Justin Baldoni's alleged behavior on set being inappropriate, obviously not okay. And obviously, if he did do those things, he needs to be held accountable. Something else that I saw on social media that did make me stop and think too was that somebody said they found it hard to believe that Blake Lively, who's married to one of the most powerful men in Hollywood, being Ryan Reynolds, that she was experiencing this behavior on set and he didn't do anything about it. And that did make me stop and think for a minute, because I do feel like Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively are both heavily involved in one another's projects. And I do feel as though if Blake was really being targeted in that way, I would expect Ryan to step up, which he was on set. He did, step into the writing, obviously made sure she had representation, obviously made sure that, Sony was having those meetings with Justin Baldoni to address his behavior while they were filming. But yeah, so I thought maybe, I don't know, he'd like go up and drunk punch Justin Baldoni or something, but obviously you can't do that. They're professionals, but yeah. I don't know. I saw that perspective, which was interesting too. Like I said, I think there's a lot of details and a lot of people involved and a lot of moving parts in this situation. Red Ninja said, the myth that the perfect victim hurts all women. She could be a mean girl, but that doesn't mean she deserved how she was allegedly being treated. Red Ninja, 1,000,000%. And that's why I'm saying, in my opinion, I feel like these things should be almost addressed and commented on separately. I feel like the ruining of the reputation, that is this incident over here, but Justin Baldoni's alleged behavior on set is a completely different conversation and something that I personally feel like needs to be discussed separately. I know people are going to say, Madison, it needs to be together because his way to intimidate her from speaking out was by ruining her reputation. But I just feel like if he was behaving that way on set, he needs to be held accountable in more ways than just being dropped from his management company and being canceled online. Like, you should not be walking into anyone's dressing room when they are unclothed. You should not be doing things during intimate scenes that someone did not consent to. You should not be showing adult films. You should not be commenting on a woman's weight. You should not be talking about her deceased father. Like, those I feel like are separate action. Those need to be handled for sure. Those definitely, if those happened, those definitely need to be taken care of. And Jessica's right. That's why it's not a lawsuit yet. Right now, it is just it's been filed as a complaint. So I want to make that clear. Blake Lively has not filed a lawsuit necessarily yet against Justin Baldoni. It's a formal complaint that will likely turn into a lawsuit. Based on what I've been saying, this is kind of like the first step before you file. And then we also have to see what Justin Baldoni is going to do too. Because his lawyer is saying, we're not necessarily filing a countersuit. We're not telling you what we're doing yet. But what we're going to do, the truth is going to prevail and expose people. So we'll see. JC said, this is the first time I've heard anything negative towards this guy, any behavior like this with other actors. So I've been seeing some other people now come out and say, that he had some anger issues. People are pointing out some things that he said to his wife during their wedding vows and his proposal. His podcast host did step back, which was interesting to me. So again, you guys, I truly don't, like I said, I really don't know where to fully plant my feet and stand at this point. I don't know. I obviously, which is probably going to make some people upset because they're going to feel like I should be 1000% Team Blake no matter what. But I just feel like I don't know. Again, Justin Baldoni never presented himself as this way to the public. I don't think that Blake is lying. I wouldn't want to believe that she would make anything up like this. I'm sure she did experience some horrible things, and he should be held accountable for those horrible things. But right now, I just feel like there's so much information. There's so many accusations. And right now, the receipts that we have seen are obviously one-sided. And I want to see more receipts to hopefully try to paint a more full picture and see what exactly happened and went on. And I also think now at this point, I know the studio is already hoping for a sequel, but like, how do they do a sequel after this? I feel like at this point, Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively will never work together ever, 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 ever again. There's no way. Let's see. Crystal said he definitely shouldn't have done any of those things. It's disgusting. But in her past interviews, she made herself look bad. I agree. Frankie Cat said, I'm late. I'm really glad I made it. I'm glad you made it too. Also, hi, Miss Ace. We have talked about, we did a long catch up. So if you're just now tuning in, we did catch up for a long time. But we talked about Liam Payne, Ariana and Ethan, and now we're talking about Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. Also, hi Tamara, hi Madison and House of Hill fam. I love you guys. Sorry I'll be an after watcher. I'm at work right now. Go Lions. Yes, I know Tamara and Tabitha are Lions fans in here. Soft and Spicy said, I think Blake is telling the truth. She wouldn't jeopardize her and her husband's career for no reason. Very fair point. Also, hi cousin. Hello, hello. I'm so happy you tuned in and happy you made it home safely. Alicia said, someone said they want his sequel rights. Yeah. Patty said, what does the writer of the book say? What does the writer of the book say? Colleen Hoover is the author of the book, and she is Team Blake. But she's been Team Blake since the beginning. Even when there were just rumors of like petty drama going on between Justin and Blake, she was Team Blake. So Colleen Hoover is Team Blake. Sony, Team Blake. A lot of, I know the other man in the movie is Team Blake. So, but a lot of people don't love Colleen Hoover, to Marie's point. Honestly, I'm ready for, I want to see what receipts Justin Baldoni has. Let us see what receipts he has. And then I feel like we'll be able to have another discussion and maybe come to another conclusion. We shall see. But I also want to say too, I'm happy that we can discuss this here in the House of Hill, because I do, and I said this during my members only video this week, I feel like when it comes to these topics, the internet makes you feel like you have to really like side with whoever the internet is siding with. And I love that here we can have these open and honest conversations and respect one another's opinions. And this is why the House of Hill needs to grow even bigger in 2025. Because I feel like we have a really unique atmosphere that is refreshing and needed in other places of the internet. So I just want to tell y'all, thank you for letting us be able to have these conversations here. Cass said, well, who Big Wise wants to go against the powerhouse couple? Ryan is big-time actor, producer. They won't go against his wife. I mean, Ryan and Blake, you're right, Cass, are bigger than Justin Baldoni. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. Betty said she needed to do damage control by doing something for SA victims during the movie PR process. Too little, too late. It's hard for her to lose her popularity. Bookish Girly said, yeah, not a Colleen fan, so to be frank, don't care what she has to say. LOL, sorry, not sorry. I love the sorry, not sorry. And it's Bookish Girly is saying that. Clearly, a book girly, okay? A book girly. Oh my God, Jennifer said we were so engaged. We missed 222 watchers. But that's okay. Jennifer, we will manifest still just the same that we are going to have an amazing, amazing, amazing 2025. Okay, you guys, let's go ahead. Yami Lex said the PR team did do her wrong, I think. And Yami Lex, I think we'll have more clarity on that one way or the other when we get more receipts, for sure. So, we shall see. We shall see. Okay, let's go ahead, you guys, and move on and get into this Justin Bieber tea. I want to make sure we can discuss that, Get into that Selena and Benny ring tea and Taylor and Travis before my cough comes back. Okay, you guys. So, Justin Bieber posted a cryptic Instagram story over the weekend. Also, if you guys are here and you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, will you please go ahead and do so? That way, if anyone's been waiting for the Justin Bieber tea, the Selena tea, and the Taylor tea, they can tune in now. If you're here and haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please, please, please. So we posted an interesting Instagram story over the weekend. It said, "How can I really believe Jesus is with me? Well, for me, Justin, it's simply his goodness that keeps convincing me. Every time I thought he wouldn't show up for me, he always has. I'm convinced he's the perfect, patient presence that guides, directs, and leads me all of the days of my life, providing healing and restoring all that the enemy tried to destroy and steal." Also, hi, Cass. Boys are behaving. I'm happy I've been able to engage today. Me too, Cass. This has been so fun. So people are thinking that this cryptic Instagram story, okay, has something to do with all of the Diddy legal drama, because he's talking about his relationship with Jesus, what Jesus has done for him, how Jesus has come through to direct and lead him, providing healing and restoring all that the enemy tried to destroy. There's also a theory, and this I feel like might be a little bit of a reach, but let me know what you guys think. There was also a theory that Justin and Haley were going back and forth on their Instagram stories. They were both posting songs that were making some people question, is there an issue between them? Also because Justin Bieber's dad tweeted and deleted a tweet that said, "I've never known a parent that said, I wish I didn't have a child," which is weird. So I don't know if this cryptic Instagram story was Justin commenting on the Diddy legal drama. I don't know if something is going on with him and Haley. But either way, him and Haley have both been posting a lot on their Instagram stories, more so than we've seen in a while. Also, Miss A said, "Just got the homemade pizza out of the oven." Oh my God, yum. That sounds so good, Miss Ace. Much love to everyone. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too as well, Miss Ace. Yeah, Marie said Haley's clapping back on her Instagram story. That's what people have been saying. That she's clapping back to Justin's comments over on her Instagram story by posting SZA songs. I mean, I don't want to believe that they are having any issues, because obviously they just recently had baby Jack. We kind of already went through all of those rumors at the beginning of the year, which were, put to rest when they renewed their vows. They're starting this new chapter. But it definitely feels like there are some weird things going on. Justin Bieber's dad's tweet really threw me off too. Really, really threw me off. I don't know why he would tweet, "I've never known a parent that said, I wish I didn't have a child," and then deleted it. Like, I don't know. Something feels off. Dave said music in a breakup is powerful, just saying. Bookish Girlie said, "Are they trying to get some money by making press?" Cass said, "Maybe his anxiety is bad having Jack alone and he's taking it out on Haley. I've taken it out on my hubs before." Shayla said, "Postpartum depression is real. People can definitely feel that way after having a baby. And like I always say, babies don't fix relationships." Jayla, I do feel like you've been saying that this whole year, which is tea. JC said, "But is it odd he finally posted after finding out Selena is engaged?" So that's something else. He also posted a song on one of his posts of him and Haley that people were thinking was a response to Selena's engagement, because it was a song about an ex. Y'all, I'm trying not to be messy, but something feels up, right? Like something is off, something's not right. I don't know what it is, and I hate that I feel this way, because I really want to sit up here and be like, everyone chill. Justin and Haley are fine. We're reaching. This is too much. But something is up. Whether it be Haley's mental health, whether it be Justin's mental health, maybe that is taking a toll on their relationship. We don't know what it is, but I do feel like something is not fully right. I hate feeling that way. I want it to be butterflies and roses and rainbows because this is their first child. Justin's been waiting for this, but there are some weird things. Also, hi Justice, I'm so happy we're able to make it. His Instagrams are not making sense. Hers are not making sense. Y'all know I do think celebrities do things on Instagram or TikTok or whatever to make a point. Sometimes I feel like they use social media as a way to say something without saying something. It's weird. Joy said, for people that want to be private, they sure are stirring the pot. Joy, and that's the mother effing tea right there. For people who hate when the internet is talking about them, they sure are mixing it up. Mixing it up. He also posted something. I just saw Terry post something about co-parenting. He posted like a weird video clip about co-parenting not going well. That was Justin. He posted that on his Instagram story, which some people were like, maybe it was a joke. But what a weird joke. You know what I mean? I know people also thought Haley might be on a little bit of a girls' trip, which is totally fine. So maybe Justin's feeling some type of way about her going on a girls' trip. I don't know. I don't know, but something is off. Again, his Instagram story, weird. I personally don't think it had to do with the Diddy drama. That's what the headlines were all alluding to, that maybe this Instagram story had something to do with Diddy, but I feel like there's more going on, personally. And I don't think it has to do with Diddy. I think it's more so like a Justin and Haley situation. That is true. You wouldn't say co-parenting with your husband or wife or partner. I don't say co-parenting with my husband. I just say ish about parenting because we're in this together. Facts. Facts, facts, facts. Shayla said, also, Madison, how's your apartment coming? I just moved on Boxing Day. Oh my God, so soon. Awful time to move, I know. Feels like, Shayla, still not done with the apartment. But don't let that discourage you. I'm sure you're going to slay and be done before me. Zaya said, something has always been off. JC said, I think Justin's feeling some way about Selena finally moving on and starting a family. Maybe. Giovanna said, Justin seems very unstable. Brittany said, I don't think he can handle the baby, and he's mad that she left him with Jack again. And then Jennifer said, I don't get how the celebs can live in 24/7 drama. And then Simple Flamingo said, ask Selena what her song Ring is about. Destiny said, hi, Houseville fam. Hi, Destiny. And Justice made a good point. They got married after 2 months. Let's not forget. They got married rather quickly and very young. So I don't know. Like I said, it does feel off. Something feels weird. I don't want it to be. So for anyone who's going to comment and say, Madison's just saying this because she hates Justin and Haley. I don't hate Justin and Haley. I've literally been rooting for them this whole time. Also, again, Justin and Selena, never ever in a million bajillion years ever going to happen. Selena is happy, healthy, living her best life with Benny Blanco. But something definitely does not feel right. So we'll be keeping an eye on that in 2025 because I feel like the drama between the Biebers, I hate to say it, but I kind of feel like it's just heating up. Something is brewing and y'all know we're going to be on top of it. Tabitha, I saw you asking about the co-parenting thing. He reshared, I think it was like a funny Instagram reel or a funny TikTok video about co-parenting. So he just reshared a video that some people were like, maybe he just thought it was funny. But other people were like, what a weird video to post. Like, knowing how the internet would interpret you talking about co-parenting, why would you post something like that? Which, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. Lynn said, Haley made an IG post like a few hours ago saying everyone on the internet is unwell. But this is what also kills me about Haley. You guys, let me read it for you word for word. Let's just go to her Instagram and read what she said word for word, because then we can move on and get into the Selena and Benny and then Taylor and Travis. Let's see if it's still up. What product? Let's see. To all of you on the internet, she like reposted a TikTok video about everyone being unwell. If you don't give people the content to theorize about and come up with conspiracy theories about, then there's no need to be unwell. But the problem with Justin and Haley, and this is what kills me, is they post these cryptic things, okay? They get people talking, people have theories, people are gonna have something to say about it, and then you get mad and be like, wow, everyone's so crazy. Everyone's so crazy. You're giving us the content. Don't give us the content if you don't want people to talk about it and theorize about it. That's how the internet works. That's how social media works. It is what it is. Then stop giving us the content. Stop giving us the content. It kills me. You guys know there is nothing. One of my biggest celebrity pet peeves is for celebrities to do stuff that very much clearly paints a picture, okay? And then they go to us and say, y'all are dumb. Y'all are dumb. Why are you thinking that? Nothing's going on. The internet's crazy. You guys are reaching. Don't give us the content. Don't give us the content, and we won't have conspiracy theories. Oh my God. I hate the holier than thou. I'm going to post a little shady TikTok saying that everyone's unwell. We are just fine. Let me check my temperature. Perfectly well. Perfectly well, Haley. Perfectly well. Oh my God. Sorry, you guys know that sometimes that really irritates me. It really, really irritates me when people do that. Dave, it's called, I'm seeing actually a lot of people say it's called gaslighting. That's literally what it feels like. Feels like. Too much. Too much. Okay. Anyway, you guys, no, Zaya, I cannot sing. And I'm so sorry that I just tried. Maybe it's because I'm congested. My voice is a little lower. I'm really hitting that alto range. You know what I mean? I was in choir, but not because I could sing. They let everyone in choir in middle school. But yeah, wow, nothing irritates me more. Okay, sorry, wow. The upper lip sweat is happening, Tammy, 1,000,000%. Let's just go ahead and move on. Superstar Bella said the Biebers just want to stay in the algorithm, and that made me LOL. Let's go ahead and move on and get into this Selena and Benny tea. And then we're going to talk about Taylor and Travis. And then I know we have a Lions game that people are trying to watch. So you guys, Selena's engagement ring obviously was custom designed by Benny Blanco and his jewelry designer. And the jewelry designer actually did an interview with Page 6 and said that Benny started designing the ring earlier this year. So he knew pretty early on in their relationship that she was the one, which we love to hear. He knew that they were headed that direction for a while. So when he was doing all those interviews on Howard Stern and People Magazine, this man knew he was designing a ring, which we love. They said that her diamond was she always wanted that Marchese shape from day one, or marquee shape from day one. And also too, that there are a handful of symbols folded into the design of the ring. So it's really, really, really personalized. The designer said that they wanted the ring to have an elegant likeness for a timeless and forever girl like Selena, which we love. I also wanted to talk about this interview with the ring designer, where the ring designer is talking about all of the symbols that were put into the ring and all of the care and time that Benny put into the ring. Because if you guys remember, when Selena and Benny announced their engagement, some people were being messy online and saying, you know, Selena's ring is worse than the one that Justin bought for Haley. It was small. People were just saying all kinds of, honestly, tasteless, tacky, and annoying things. And honestly, I was just not a fan of it. And so I'm really happy to hear what we already knew, you know, that Benny really put in a lot of time, energy, and thoughtfulness into her ring. And it's going to be something that obviously Selena loves forever and ever and ever and ever. And I agree with you, Jessica. Price does not matter. It's gorgeous, it's amazing, and it's for her. And nobody else has to like it except Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco at the end of the day. People are just, again, you guys know, I always say, Selena Gomez breathes and people are upset. And I feel like Benny Blanco is also starting to experience that too. Like anything he does in regards to Selena Gomez, people are going to have something to say about it, which is so annoying. But I love the ring. I think he did a fabulous job, and I love hearing that there's even more symbols for them as a couple inside the ring. I absolutely, absolutely love that. So, here for it. Loves it. Love to see it. I saw you guys saying there's a troll in the chat. I didn't see. If I see them come up again, I'll make sure. I didn't see the troll. You guys, because I'm having so much fun talking with you guys. Oh, I see. I see him now. Bye-bye, birdie. Sorry, guys. I was having so much fun with y'all. I didn't even see. I was like, oh my God, we're having literally the time of our lives. You know what I mean? We didn't even see that someone was being rude. Honestly, though, that was not even, calling me Madison Poop is not even the worst, y'all know. Okay, let's go ahead and move on and talk about Taylor and Travis. Haley, is that you? That is funny. Probably. It was probably a Bieber burner account. You know what I mean? It is what it is. We know they be watching, and that is okay. And that just means that you guys know if trolls are finding their way into the happy hour hangs, we're growing, okay? Because normally we only get trolls in the vertical lives. So if the trolls are making their way into the happy hour hangs, we're growing. And honestly, I'm here for it. What a great way to get into 2025, you know? Because like I said, the internet needs more of us. Okay, last thing, we're gonna get into this Taylor and Travis tea. Obviously, they had a date night over the weekend. They looked incredible, amazing. They didn't let a little rainy NYC night stop them. But we also have a new report from the Daily Mail, you guys, where a source shared that Taylor is going to be making Nashville her current home base as opposed to New York like she has previously. The change in location is reportedly because of her relationship with Travis. Duh. We know Nashville is much closer to Kansas City than New York. And this is obviously until they're ready to move in together permanently. That is obviously the trajectory of the relationship. But for right now, she's choosing Nashville to be her home base over New York. The source said, quote, Taylor has grown up a lot in the past couple of years. Falling in love with Travis so deeply has shifted her priorities around a bit and has given her a new outlook on life. A second source told the Daily Mail that Taylor and Travis are thinking about their future and where to settle. A lot of that is reportedly going to depend on what happens with the Chiefs this season. We know that Travis has another year in his contract, but I've also heard grumblings of what could happen when we win a third Super Bowl, because we will be going to the Super Bowl again and we will win. But it sounds like, in general, Nashville might be a contender for where Travis and Taylor have a home base, settle down. Obviously, y'all know I'm still pulling for Kansas City because I think Taylor would love it. But it sounds like Nashville might be a contender. So she is going to be shifting, spending her time from predominantly New York, Nashville, closer to Kansas City, and yeah, we shall see. Shayla, I did see what Kristen Cavallari said about Morgan Wallen being a good F-buddy. You guys, I was always Team LC when it came to Laguna Beach and the Hills. And sometimes when Kristen Cavallari does an interview, I'm like, that's why I was Team LC. You also know I'm not a huge Morgan Wallen fan. But yeah, she did an interview on Bunny XO's podcast, which love her. That's Jelly Roll's wife. And she confirmed that like her and Morgan Wallen hooked up a couple times and that he's good in the boudoir. Whatever. She does love to say things to get her press, honestly, and she's really good about it. I also thought something that was interesting, last thing about Kristen Cavallari that also threw me off. She said that on her first date with Morgan Wallen, he met her kids. Which I'm not a parent, so well, I guess I am passing judgment. I'm not a parent, so I really have no room to talk in this situation, but I did think that was weird. I think if I had children and I was going on a first date with somebody, I would not introduce my first date to my kids, regardless of how big of a country singer he is. You know what I mean? Even if my kids are a big fan, I would never introduce my kids to somebody who I'm going on a first date with, because if it doesn't work out, that just feels crazy. No, right? I don't know. Parents weigh in. But when she said that during the interview, when she was like, oh, on our first date, he was such a gentleman, because I watched this, because y'all know Morgan Wallen drives me nuts. But she was like, oh, he was such a gentleman. He picked the time. He picked the place. He came and picked me up. He met my kids. And I was like, met your kids on the first date? That's crazy. Anyway, obviously, Kristen Cavallari is on her own journey. Taylor and Travis on their own journey that I'm loving. I think it will be really, really exciting to see where Taylor and Travis go from here now that the Eras Tour is wrapped up. Now that she can really just relax and kind of be that supportive girlfriend role. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Cousin said, hell, I'm not a parent, but I don't want my friends or family to meet the person on the first date or in the first. I'm with you, cousin. Brittany said, not till 6 months, but they would know from day one I have a kid. Oh, 1,000,000%. I don't think you should ever hide that. I just think it felt crazy that they introduced, like, I don't know. I just thought it was crazy that she's like, oh, I'm going on a date with Morgan Wallen. Meet my kids. And then now your kids who are old enough to see things on the internet are going to see about how you weren't serious about Morgan Wallen. You guys were just F buddies. I don't know. Maybe I'm like a prude or something, or that's my Missouri showing, but I just feel like that's just not something that your kids should know. I don't know. Again, call me old fashioned. I don't know. But I just thought the whole exchange and her whole little bit about Morgan Wallen during that interview was kind of cringy, in my opinion. And like I said, that's why Team LC. It is called class. Money can't buy your class. For all of my Houses of New York people, Countess Luann's song always comes in handy, for sure. Brittany said, this is crazy. Just because he is famous doesn't mean he isn't a weirdo. T, for sure. And then Betty said, love that Benny is into fine art style. T. Benny really does have good style. I know people feel some type of way about Benny, but I do think he has a unique style that Selena clearly very much loves, for sure. Okay, you guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I just saw, sorry, this happy hour hang has been long, but I'm so glad that we were able to do this before the new year. Obviously, we won't have a happy hour hang on Wednesday, on New Year's Day, but we will have, get back to our normal scheduled program starting the following week. No more trips planned, no more going out of town until the weddings start, but even then, no more craziness. So we'll get back to our normally scheduled happy hour hangs. Members, we will do a members only live tomorrow at noon Pacific Standard Time. So if you're considering joining the membership, you've got to do it. It is so much fun. I also saw Mr. Mraz said, what's my New Year's resolution? I saw a couple people, have you made your vision board? I have not made my vision board yet, you guys. Yesterday, your girl was down bad crying at the gym because jet lag hit me hard. Also, like I said, I am nursing a little post-travel cold. So yesterday, I was struggling to function. So I still need to make my vision board. As far as what I want to happen in 2025, goals for 2025. I feel like I've been thinking of things a lot, even throughout the whole year, but also just the past few months. You guys know I've talked about, I feel like this year was about planting seeds, and in 2025, I really hope that those seeds flourish and turn into all of the goals that I've had in mind. But I feel like for me, 2025, I want the House of Hill to grow. I do not want to have any side hustles. I want to work with more brands. I want more visibility. I want more people to recognize all of the hard work that we all put in here. I want people to also see our community and more people to become a part of it, because I think we have something really, really special here. And I'm really, really proud of the community that we've cultivated here in the House of Hill. We really are a family, and I think that is unique, and there are not a lot of communities like us anymore. And so I really just want us to grow. I want this to be the year that we explode, personally. And I think it's gonna happen. Like I said, we've been planting a lot of seeds. It's time to watch them flourish. So this is the year, 2024 was the year of the House of Hill. 2025 is gonna be the year of the House of Hill as well. I think we're only going to expand on what we started this year. It's only going to be bigger and better and more amazing. And I cannot wait to be on another trip around the sun with y'all, truly, because you guys are iconic and incredible, and I'm so lucky to have you. Also, for everyone who's staying up late, Juliet said it's 2 a.m. in Nigeria. I saw someone else say it's like crazy late. We're at 3 a.m. Thank you so much for staying up late. Cass, have a great day, everyone. Bye, House of Hill Madison. Thanks again for your supportive community. Cass, you know I live, laugh, love you. I'm so happy that you were able to make it. Robert said, I'm so happy you're back, Madison, and I'm glad you had a great time with your family. Robert, you know I'm sending you so much love and hugs. You know that you have a family here in this community as well. I'm so happy to be back with you guys. It's 1 a.m. in the UK. Like, thank you to all of our international House of Hill members for staying up late, waking up early. Y'all are iconic. Thank you to everyone here who, you know, tunes into these happy hour hangs, participates in the chat. You guys are amazing. We shout out to all of our after watchers. Hi, love you. These could not continue without you. We're going to the wedding with Dave in 2025. Y'all are coming to weddings with me in 2025. It's going to be a year of love. It's going to be amazing. And I'm truly just so excited to see what 2025 has in store for all of us. You guys, give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure your notification bell is on. Also, please consider joining the membership if you haven't done so already. It is truly the best time. And honestly, you guys, I cannot wait for the new year. Like I said, next week we'll be back to our usuals. And I love y'all. Have a fantastic rest of your night. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.